Hello and welcome to Afternoon Tea with Karen. I'm doing an update on Thomas Sewell. He has featured in a few of my videos because of the hate speech legislation and the criminalisation of the Nazi salute and things. Um, at first, I didn't believe him. But then he went to jail.
Yo, gentlemen, what's happening? Today we are here with
Thomas Sewell.
And you were the leader of White Australia.
Correct.
Yeah, so do you want to give us a bit of a rundown on that? How's everything work?
Australia at the moment is and I'm the leader of the white people that aren't.
So obviously you're the leader of the National Socialist Network.
Yeah.
Do you want to give us a tiny bit of a rundown on what that is?
That's our activist group. So Jacob Hersan runs that. The goal of it is to smash the message on the table. You can put out like a really soft message like, oh, white people are getting oppressed, or you can just say like, fuck off, we're full.
It started in 2020. You've been doing it for a little while. What are the end goals?
Well, what we're ultimately trying to do is build a white state.
How many members have you got worldwide or Australia-wide?
We're an Australian organisation. In terms of the greater community, it's in the thousands.
Okay.
But in terms of actual activists, we're between 200 and 300.
And they're like key parts of the group that are just in it now.
So the activists are the people that will demonstrate in the street.
Oh,
the
got
people
it.
that will actually come out and actually hold the banner and slam the message on the table.
Yeah, so you could just, ring up your phone, and if you wanted, in 2 days, you could get 200-300 people.
No,
here say.
it's a lot harder than that.
Yeah.
I could probably get here in Melbourne 50 people.
Oh, got it.
But across Australia, we have national meetups every 6 months.
Oh, okay.
Like his birthday party. We do that every year. We celebrate his birthday party.
Oh, that's like a thing.
Yeah, April 20th.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, what are some of the festivities with that?
Well, you do a cake.
Oh, is that actually a thing?
We do
So you pull up to the bakery like, yo,
No,
can I get this?
we get the girls to make it.
Oh, fair enough.
They make the cake.
How many people are going to that?
Well, again, we get one in every major city. So I think last time in Melbourne it was maybe 40 or 50 guys.
Oh, wow. And I was actually going to ask this later down the track, but you mentioned as far as key political figures and people in history that you look up to, is that one of them? Or is
Would be the main one, absolutely.
And since you started this, you've been, I'm sure, not raided, but if you had...
I've been raided. Yeah.
Oh, you've been raided?
I've been raided.
Shit.
I've been locked up on false charges.
Oh, fuck.
I've been put in solitary confinement for 7 months.
Fuck. Oh, yeah, you mentioned that before.
I've been attacked.
Do you guys have meetings?
We do 2 big rallies a year.
Yeah,
It's the whole national org. We'll do a training event and an activism event and then like a community day.
Got it.
And so it's like a long weekend of racism. Basically.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's like a whole racism weekend.
Yeah.
And then in between that, once a month we meet up in each state. And then during the week we train together. So we go to the gym together.
When it comes to, joining this group and joining, your crew, how does it go about? Does someone just, bring their old buddy around and they kind of just pull up? Or is it like, you got to go through like almost a job interview sort of thing to get in?
If you know someone already involved, the process is quite quick.
Oh, really?
Because they vouch for that person. They say, oh, this is my buddy from high school, or this is my mate from, footy. A lot of those recruits, they just kind of streamline in.
Yeah.
But then obviously if you're just a stranger that's recruited through the internet,
then it's a bit,
then obviously there's like a vetting process and we have to get to know them one-on-one a couple times. And there's other processes, like there's sort of a questionnaire as to what they believe and why do they believe it.
Have you had any guys like lie to try and get in and infiltrate, or?
Maybe like 1 in 50.
Oh, really?
Is like a potential infiltrator.
Have you had any issues with them? Like just people infiltrating or trying to find information or anything? Or is it just more like you find out and you're like, hey, just fuck off, dude?
No comment.
No comment. Yeah, fair enough. When it comes to your main beliefs and ideologies of like yourself and the group, what would you consider them to be?
It's described as white nationalism, which is the idea that white people deserve a homeland. We're an international movement of white people that are trying to build white nations wherever white people currently live.
Outside of, recreational activities, do you guys have meetings where you kind of discuss plans for whatever you're doing or plans for the future of the group, or is that?
Yeah, like that happens at nationals. Like we'll have presentations and we'll explain like worldview and what the strategic plan is. But the leadership team will meet almost every week just to work out where we're going.
Got it. So that'd be you and a couple other guys or whoever.
Yeah, like we have like a basic hierarchy. We have people that lead each region. We have people that lead each state. Well, it's like McDonald's, you know what I mean? Like they've got like a store manager, but they've got a region manager, and then it's like the same thing. It's like it's how you run any organization successfully. You have a hierarchy. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you once again coming down for the interview.
Thanks for interviewing me.
And it's very interesting.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. taking the thumbnail and we're just having a chat, and he goes, "Oh, that's a pretty racist looking building." And then I was like, "Oh, like what's racist about it?" And what were you saying?
You're saying racism as a good thing.
Yeah.
Racism is a good thing, like to love your own race. Like when I say that's a racist building, I'm saying that's a good building.
Is that how you and some of the guys talk? Like you just walk past the shop, say, "Hey, that's a racist looking sandwich."
Yeah. Maybe not a sandwich, but we might say that sandwich looks based. There's like Zog Slot, like McDonald's.
Oh, that's
like
that's
just like garbage.
Shit, yeah.
And then there's like, maybe like a roast, like a wholesome Chungus roast.
Chungus, I drop Chungus,
cooked by someone's grama.
Yeah, got it.
And that's extra racist. That's based. So we like racism. We believe racism's a good thing.
So it's like a compliment.
It's absolutely, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I can see through their lies, why they think and antagonize.
Well, at the moment, the threshold for hate speech is quite high. And what we do know, from what the government has committed, they're going to look at lowering the threshold to make civil and criminal vilification easier to prove, so that people who are subjected to vilification are able to get better justice through our court system. So the government's committed to introducing legislation to ban the public display of Nazi symbols in the first half of next year. And this is important not only for the Jewish community, but also for our communities as well, too. We were targeted by Nazis, and I think it's extremely important that we stand in solidarity with Jewish communities against the display of these neo-Nazi symbols that incite hate behaviour. As to the other portion of work, so addressing our anti-vilification laws, there's a less clear time frame on that. And one of the things that we'll be doing is pressing the government to ensure that this is addressed as soon as possible. Nobody should have to suffer a day more of hate.
Fast forward to 2023, and it's on its way. And that's why I keep an eye on what Thomas is up to. And that's all. See you later. Bye.